Well, more than a few people have a financial interest in this wedding. Of course, the tourist operators, the people that make the souvenirs, but it might surprise you that there's a whole lot of betting going on. And who better to tell us but Rupert Adams from William Hill.
Morning.
What's the most popular bet?
Well, by far and away the most popular bet at the moment is how late Kate will actually arrive at Westminster Abbey. The reason being, we feel, is that the royalist guys are sitting there and they're really into it. They've been checking the timings. They've even walked the course, some of them, and they're betting on it. And then on top of that, you've got the guys who can't stand the wedding but know they're going to be made to sit in front of it in the telly, so they have a couple of quid to make it more exciting.
Now, of course, on the screens here we've got a couple of other things. Tell us about this.
Yeah, this is quite a fun one. It's the length of her actual train. Obviously, historically, if you look at Diana, she had this massive train, but very unlike Kate, we think she's going to wear a slightly sort of slimline outfit. We think that the train will be very short. It makes it much quicker to get into the car and out of the car, and she's got some very young bridesmaids, which obviously would have extreme difficulty carrying a massive dress. So, you know, the favourite certainly is for a very small one, 8 foot or less.
What about no train at all?
Well, I'll give you a bet on it if you fancy it. We're sure there is one, so it's probably 100 to 1 that there's no train.
You're on. Tell me about some of the weirder bets that you're accepting and the ones that you won't.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some pretty weird ones, as you can imagine. My favourite one is this. We offered 40 to 1 that Prince Philip will have 40 winks during the service. Bishop of London's not known for the most exciting of sermons, so we thought, great fun. We've had loads of cash on it. It's now 8 to 1 and will cost us about 30 grand if he does indeed fall asleep. So that's one of the fun ones. In terms of what one we've had to cancel is the honeymoon destination, and this was very early on in the betting. Somebody came into one of our places. They wanted 5,000 quid that the honeymoon destination would be Kenya. Now, to put that into perspective, the average bet is around 6 quid. So, you know, okay, I understand that one person's £6 is another person's 5 grand, but we feel that nobody would speculate with such a big bet. They must have thought they know something. Whether they do or not, that's not necessarily, you know, that's not important to us personally. So we closed the betting on where the honeymoon is going.
Now, clearly, all these questions can be answered by some people. How do you know that that information isn't sneaking out via friends of friends or by some other nefarious means?
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. You know, if we break even from the royal wedding betting, we'll be chuffed to bits. The simple reality, though, is that so far we've only seen the one dodgy bet. I know there are loads of people out there, but they're keeping it pretty quiet. Add to that also the liquidity in this type of market compared to a football match or the Ashes or something like that is so small that we can very quickly see on our systems, even a bet of £50 immediately, well, why is someone betting 50 quid on it when we expect £6-7? So if you did have some information